Tonight in the news, Governor Nwifuru launches digitized transportation system in Ebonyi State. Deadly flash flood in Niger State claims 21 lives. Israeli attacks in Gaza Strip heightens with scores of deaths recorded. Good evening, thank you very much for joining us on the news. My name is Amaka Isichukwu. The Ebonyi State government has officially launched a digitized public-private partnership transportation system aimed at enhancing the transport sector in the state. The inauguration of the EBBC project, which took place at the heart of Abakaliki, the state capital, received widespread support from citizens who were eager to see improvements in their transportation experience. Government House correspondent Oson Dumbuta was there and tells us more.
The state governor, Chief Francis Nwifuru, who expressed his joy at seeing the dream come to fruition, stated that the EBBC project was designed to tackle the long-standing challenges faced by the people of the state in the transportation sector, noting that his administration is determined to ease the struggles many face on daily basis. The governor announced that the fleet, 68 Renault pickup vans, dedicated to taxi services, and 30 SUVs tailored for the state airport and internal transportation services, and expressed confidence in the management's ability to successfully operate the innovative project. He commended President Bola Tinubu and previous governors of the state for their invaluable contributions towards the development of the state, assuring that his administration would remain committed to enhancing the standard of living in the state.
We started and we powered the management, gave them the contracts, and they did a very wonderful job. Because this EBBC is according to my instructions. They just mold it that way. And when I was given that instruction, I didn't know that it's possible, but my own take is that it's possible. And that's the way I want it. So that government money will not be in any individual's hands. The account you pay this money is a state government account. It's at the end of the month, we print that account, we see how much that is in that account. The management, who is paying their drivers and paying everything they have here, will take 5%, will take 95% because we are the owner. And I'm putting this in open because these people only sign contract for us for 1 year. So that by the end of the year, anybody that have a better offer will take.
There were goodwill messages from some stakeholders in the state, including the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Chief Moses Odunwa, Ambassador Franklin Ogbewu, Senator Sonny Ogboji, Chief Edward Nkwego, Chief Innocent Ugochima, and the Commissioner for Transport in the state, Prince Emeka Igboke, who applauded Governor Nwifuru for the initiative and enjoined beneficiaries of the gesture to leverage on the opportunity provided to enhance themselves and contribute their quota towards the development of the state.
We are witnessing another milestone in Ebonyi State. When we talk about digitalized transportation, we never knew it is as close as this to Ebonyi.
Your Excellency, thank you. Because your vision for Ebonyi State is beyond what ordinary people can conjecture.
My appeal to those who may be the lucky one to benefit, and the good Lord will guide all of them, give them the enabling situation for them to be moving from where they make profits.
The event of today is first of its kind since the creation of Ebonyi State. By this inauguration, transportation challenges in the state will become a thing of past.
The General Manager of EBBC, Mr. Henry Okemini, elaborated on the digital integration of the transportation system, which allows for real-time monitoring of the vehicle movements, emphasizing that all bookings and payment for EBBC services would be conveniently conducted online, ensuring easy access for users. The commissioning of the EBBC services and inauguration of its corporate headquarters was preceded by project monitoring by the governor. Osondo Nguta, Salt TV News.
Ebonyi State government has begun plans to review policies against child bullying. Governor Francis Nwifuru, represented by the Deputy Governor Princess Patricia Obila, gave the hint during the 2025 Children's Day celebration with the theme, Stand Up, Speak Up. building a bullying-free generation at the Pangilorita Township Stadium, Abakaliki. Government House correspondent Pauline Wanerienwe was there.
Governor Nwifuru frowned at the rate of bullying in the society and mandated commissioners for education and women affairs to set up a committee that would work out modalities to review policies against bullying. The governor stated that the committee would introduce a helpline to assist victims and enable the appropriate authorities to take action. He called on parents, teachers, and caregivers to always listen to children and assured that the safety of children is top priority of his administration.
Parents should listen to their children. It could be the time they are talking to you that there is something in their mind that they want to voice out. Let us always give our children the opportunity to talk to us. I am pleased to announce that the Ebonyi State government is already taking concrete steps to protect our children and ending bullying across the schools and communities.
In her remarks, the wife of the governor, Mrs. Usamaka Nwifuru, promised a safe learning environment for children and urged them to speak up to inspire change. Mrs. Nwifuru said that her foundation would be expanding mental health awareness by training teachers across the state to detect bullying and step up to intervene.
As we gather to celebrate the precious gift of childhood, I am reminded of our shared responsibilities to protect, to nurture, and to empower every child to dream without fear and to grow in love, confidence, and dignity. The theme of this year says, stand up, speak up, building a bully-free generation. It is a normal duty that falls all of us, parents, teachers, leaders, and children alike. My dear children, you are the light of our home, the hope of our state, and the future of our nation. Each of you is unique, gifted, and valid. No child deserves to live in a fear or be mocked for who they are or suffer in silence.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. Felicia Nwamuma, said bullying-free generation is a collective action and urged children to speak up when molested to get justice.
It's a vibrant reminder that children are not just the future, but the vibrant, beating heart of our present. It is a day to celebrate your innocence, your boundless potentials, and your inherent right to childhood, filled with joy, safety, and opportunity. Every year, Children's Day gives us a moment to pause, reflect, and renew our commitment to your well-being.
The Speaker, Ebonyi Children's Parliament, Victor Obasi, and his counterpart, Elvis Nnanna, appreciated the governor for positive policies for children in the state, describing children's needs as multi-dimensional. Highlights of the event were march past and presentation of awards to secondary category included Holy Ghost schools as first, CSMT schools second, and Great Minds Academy as third. Pauline Wanerienwe, Salt TV News.
As Governor Francis Nwifuru celebrates his second anniversary in office, Ebonyi leaders in the education sector have expressed their unwavering support for the governor's achievements in education in the state. The Provost, Ebonyi State College of Education, Professor Benedict Mbam, made the assertion in his office while speaking to EBBC crew on the scorecard of the governor in the state. The report.
According to the Provost, Professor Benedict Mbam, Governor Francis Nwifuru has made significant improvement in the education sector through prompt payment of salaries, subvention, welfare of staff, and infrastructural development in a bid to improve academic performance and revitalize the education sector. Professor Mbam revealed that Governor Nwifuru has made tremendous achievements in reviving Ebonyi State College of Education, through construction of security fencing with security solar powered lights round a fence to protect the school land from encroachment and vandals, construction of 36-room hostel apartment, installation of solar light and motorized boreholes to the college as eloquent testimony of the governor to enhance the overall academic prospects of students across the state.
His Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State, Right Honorable Builder, Prince Ebonyi has done a lot in terms of developing education in Ebonyi State. In fact, anywhere I go, especially in tertiary institution, even in primary and secondary, they call him education-friendly governor. He has done a lot in education sectors. Generally, before I come to Ebonyi State College of Education, it is everywhere. Even Dix and Harry, they know what he has done. He ensures quality of who heads the institution. So I'm praying God to be with him. Let him finish his first term with the rate he's going, looking after his people, and then go for second term.
He maintained that Governor Francis Nwifru's remarkable investment in the education sector by sponsoring students for master's and doctorate degree programs both within Nigeria and abroad would advance educational career of Ebonyi people and describe the governor as education-friendly leader. Charles Olejino for Salt TV News.
The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Ebonyi State has paraded 3 suspects for allegedly committing different crimes. EBBC News crew was there as the suspects were paraded at the command's headquarters. And now report.
The State Commandant of NSCDC, Mr. Francis Nnadi, represented by the Command's Public Relations Officer, Emmanuela Ibeneme, said the suspects were arrested for engaging in different crimes, ranging from stealing, courtesan, and vandalism. Mr. Nnadi revealed that through the proactive and responsive approach and mechanism of officers of the command, the suspects were apprehended and will be taken to court for prosecution.
We have Amod from 21 years of age as a case of stealing and theft. Threatened a boy and collected 1.5 million naira from the guy with a knife. The matter has been reviewed and will be charged to court very soon.
The suspects include Mr. Amobi Abo, 21 years from Umbo, Ohuku local government area, arrested for allegedly collecting 1,500,000 naira forcefully from his victim, and Mr. Friday Mbam, 19-year-old from Ugwachara, Ebonyi local government area, apprehended for alleged courtesan, as well as 31-year-old Samuel Okoro from Oposioku, Ohoza local government area, arrested for vandalization at the shopping mall. Meanwhile, NSCDC Officers' Wives Association, led by its chairperson, Mrs. Linda Nnadi, has extended their magnanimity to the motherless babies, Trinitarian Foundation for Orphans and Helpless, Ugwachara, by donating cartons of Indomie, Pampers, soaps, Nutri-Milk, and biscuits, among others, to the foundation. The public relations officer of the association, Mrs. Evelyn Odimba, said the aim of the association is to champion the cause of its members and render humanitarian services to the underprivileged, especially children, and encourage the children to keep faith with God, irrespective of the condition they find themselves.
As Civil Defense Officers' Wife Association, we are an association that strives to help indigent people in the society, such as the children here in the motherless babies home, which we have come to visit today. So that is our mission.
The representative of the Trinitarian Foundation for Orphans and Helpless, Ugwachara, Reverend Sister Mary Arinze, appreciated the wives of civil defense officers for the show of affection and care for the children, and prayed God to bless them abundantly.
And without your help, we can't do all this. We give free service. All this children, I don't know if my sisters have said it. We do not collect money from the parents. We just free service.
Reverend Sister Arinze used the opportunity to appeal to the state government to help construct a drainage channel around the foundation to avert flooding, which she said has posed a great danger to the orphanage. For Salt TV News, I am Chidebere Nworie.
Ebonyi leaders in the business sector have declared their support of Governor Francis Nwifur's commitment to boosting business and local enterprises in the state on his second anniversary in office. They bared their minds while speaking to EBBC crew in Abakaliki.
The current chairman of Building Materials Section in the Integrated Building Materials Market, Abakaliki, Mr. Uzochukwu Mwire, and his former counterpart, Mr. Festus Edago, maintained that the relocation movement of building materials traders in all parts of the capital city, Abakaliki, to the designated building materials market has really streamlined uniformity of the various traders in Abakaliki by promoting efficient business activities.
The government gives the state the building material site, new site for Mega states, local governments, build many things, build many roads, build the house, build the building material.
His Excellency, Right Honorable Builder Francis Nwifuru has done creditably well in all angles. Talk of security of the state, you know, we can sleep with our two eyes closed. When we talk of peace, he has done so well by restoring peace in all parts of the state. Here we are in this market. He made sure, he told us that he don't want any problem in any angle as far as Ebonyi is concerned, that he needs peace everywhere. And that is what we do.
The president of Artisan Association, Ebonyi State Chapter, Mr. John Ebonyi, and a former council chairman of Iwo Local Government Council, Chief John Nabu, called on all Ebonyi people to support and key into the transformative industrial vision of Governor Francis Nwifuru's commitment in laying solid foundation for a prosperous state known as Salt of the Nation.
Excellency is doing well. In the area of artisans, he is doing well. He has been trying in the area like establishing an industry, pipe production industry. Many artisans are there working. That is another way of employment. And a lot of people are there doing, performing and earning their living through that pipe production industry.
I want to thank God for him and for the Ebonyans. We are lucky at this time to have a principle and integrity and humane governor who knows his onion and who wanted to make achievements not on the basis of political juggernauts, but to live a credible project and other necessary things in life for the Ebonyans.
According to the various leaders in the business sector, Governor Francis Nwifuru's industrial agenda, which is gaining momentum, would transform Ebonyi State to a major industrial hub in the Southeast Zone. Charles Olejino for Salt TV News.
You're watching the news on Salt Television. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll have more stories for you. Glad to know you're still there. The chairman, Ebonyi Coordinators Forum and coordinator of Omini Development Center, Chief Chidi Obunna, has commended Governor Francis Nwifuru for delivering on his campaign promises through his People's Charter of Needs initiative. The coordinator made a commendation when he featured on the EBBC audience participatory program, Daily Digest.
According to Chief Obonna, the human and infrastructural strides of the governor have proven his strength and capacity in leading the people of the state to the promised land. Chief Chido Obonna said, in replicating the leadership ingenuity of the state governor in his development center, he has constructed bridge, empowered a great number of people, and sunk borehole for the people of the area.
The fact is obvious about the leadership ingenuity of His Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State, Right Honorable Builder Francis Obona Nwifuru. He started stepping down his ideology while campaigning that he will give peace to the entire state. And today, it has come to manifestation.
The coordinator of Ikwo East Development Center, Chief John Ogodo, enumerated his achievements within a space of time in office to include procurements of bags of fertilizer for farmers, construction of culverts, and sinking of boreholes.
I congratulate Ebonyans for a wonderful experience that they have gotten within these 2 years. The governor has done so well. Look at the massive work that is going on at the University of ICT of Ebonyi. You see, one thing about some of these institutions that the present governor is erecting is that these are professional schools, such that it is not our usual conventional university, that when you get admission in that school at completion, you'll be sure that by the time you graduate, you're already self-employed.
The coordinator of Afipo Northeast Development Center, Mrs. Immaculata Ibe, emphasized that her administration has been able to give people of the development center a sense of belonging, as she has constructed 30 lock-up shops, graded roads, and empowered women.
In Afipo Northeast DC, the administration of the People's Charter of Need have made women in Afipo North to benefit a lot, and narrowing down to my DC, where I am representing the grassroots. We are building markets, constructing a massive market, lock-up shops of over 30 blocks, toilets, and we have run water, and that project will be commissioned any moment from now.
In education and health sectors, and urged the coordinators to endeavor to replicate the developmental strides of the governor within their localities. Another caller, Mr. Darlington Wedene, advised the coordinators to embark on aggressive monitoring and evaluation of government projects. For Salt TV News, I am Chidebere Morie.
In Niger State, a devastating flash flood following a torrential downpour claimed 21 lives and left more than 10 persons missing in Mokwa local government area.
According to a statement used by the Acting Director General of the Niger State Emergency Management Agency, Ibrahim Husseini, the disaster struck the communities of Tifimaza and Agugungu, Hausawa, in Mokwa town during heavy rainfall of high intensity that lasted several hours. The flood submerged and washed away over 50 residential houses along their occupants, resulting in significant casualties and property loss. Niger State Emergency Management Agency officials and local divers launched immediate search and rescue operations to find survivors and recover bodies. Only 3 survivors, a woman and her 2 children, are receiving medical treatment for injuries and trauma at the Mokwa General Hospital.
The 2023 presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, Omoyele Sowore, and the senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, Adams Oshomole, on Thursday disagreed over Nigeria's democratic model, with both men expressing varying views on the progress of democracy in Nigeria since 1999.
Sowore, while speaking during a panel session of a book launch written by Senator Abdul Oro's Demonstration of Craze, Struggle and Transitioning to Democracy in Nigeria, stated that the country's transition to democracy in 1999 was hijacked by those he referred to as charlatans, adding that pro-democracy activists at the time of transition to a democratic government made a mistake by allowing only a set of persons to acquire power for themselves. The two-time two-time presidential candidate of AAC, argued that the government of the day still persecuted civil rights activists because there was no structures put in place to guarantee their human rights and well-being. In response, Senator Oshomole, in his goodwill message, faulted Showere's cynicism and dismissal of the democratic process, arguing that many activists at the time shunned the call to be part of the fight to entrench a better model of democracy. He urged leaders not to discourage citizens from believing in a better future, adding that the gaps in the democratic system should rather serve as incentive for Nigerians not to give up on themselves.
At least 44 people were killed in Israeli attacks across the Gaza Strip on Thursday, rescuers said, a day after the World Food Programme warehouse in the center of the territory was looted by desperate Palestinians.
After a more than 2-month blockade, aid has finally begun to trickle back into Gaza, but the humanitarian situation remains dire after 18 months of devastating war. Food security experts say starvation is looming for 1 in 5 people. The Israeli military has also stepped up its offensive in the territory in what it says is a renewed push to destroy Hamas, whose October 7, 2023 attack triggered the war. Gaza civil defense official Mohammed al-Muhajir said 44 people have been killed in Israeli aids, including 23 in a strike on home in al-Bajir. The center, run by the US-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, is part of a new system for distributing aid that Israel says is meant to keep supplies out of the hands of Hamas.
Let's take another look at our major stories as we wrap up the news. The Ebonyi State government has officially launched a digitized public-private partnership transportation system aimed at enhancing the transport sector in the state. A devastating flash flood following a torrential downpour claimed 21 lives and left more than 10 persons missing in Mokwa local government area of Niger State. 44 people were killed in Israeli attacks across the Gaza Strip on Thursday, rescuers said, a day after the World Food Programme warehouse in the center of the territory was looted by desperate Palestinians. And that's it on the news. Thank you for watching. My name is Amaka Izuchukwu.